Hello. Tonight's episode of Rising Vibes, the guest is One Off Builder. You guys know One Off Builder is part of Legend Racing. God bless the dead. He was an integral part of Murph's team before he passed away, and is still carrying the torch for the team since Murff has been gone for, I think it's been, has it been 3 years? No, it's 2 years, so maybe going on 3. And so, of course, always I kept in contact with the team. And since tonight, the person who should have been tonight's guest rescheduled, I figured we'd talk to Donovan and just talk about a couple of things that he has coming up. Right, long live Murff. Man, listen, I don't even want to get started talking about that because I'm gonna get super sad. But just talk about a couple of things that, so 2 years. It seemed like just yesterday though, for real. But a couple of the things that the team has coming up, a couple of the things that what's been. Y'all know Donovan don't talk a lot, so I'm super excited that he even agreed to come on the show, because he's like, did you hear what I said before you came on?
No, I missed that.
I said, I know they know you don't talk a lot, so I'm super excited that you even agreed to come on the show, because it's like you are not a talker.
I let my work speak for me.
Right. So first, I wanted to tell you thank you for taking time to come on the show and talk for a little while. I won't hold you long, because I know you need 28-hour days because you be so busy. So I really won't hold you long. I just want to know. I seen a little. Well, I can't even say it was a little birdie. I seen you've been kind of putting out the teasers for 7 trade day.
Yeah, we that's real dear to us. 7 trade day. So we've been on that from day one. So we trying to get it together for next year. We just putting it out there, letting everybody know. Get them trades out. It's gonna be a cash prize, it's gonna be a trophy. Yeah.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying? We trying to do it so, dudes that got trades, they could bring all the cards, but this trade day,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So we trying to really represent that. And then for dudes that put all the work in, hours and all the time and everything, we ain't just gonna hand you a trophy and say, hey man, you look good, going about your business. Put a couple of dollars in your pocket. You might want to buy some more parts and put on that car and keep it moving.
Right.
But it's a love of the trade and it's a love of the culture. That's the biggest part.
So is that where 7 trade day came from?
Pretty much. You know how we used to just sit down there and vibe, all us in the shop talking.
Yeah.
And it just came out of nowhere. We was thinking like, you made the statement, a long time ago. This Murff, you made a statement a long time ago, the trade top of the line of the dunks, da. I'm like, I got a trade. My partner Bruce got a trade. My son got a trade. I said, ain't no other way to go but to go ahead and do trade day. On top of that, at the time in the game, and probably still now, some of the baddest, fastest cars in the dunk game was trades. So, represent all the way.
Right. Yeah. Let me say, T Potter was on here talking, and I was like, dang, has it been 2 years or 3 years since Murph passed? And he was like, okay, it's been 2 years. It seems like just yesterday, but I gotta be honest, those were some of the best times I had when I came to Miami and came down there to the shop with you guys. And it was just always like being home. We all know I'm not from Miami, but it was always just like being home when I could sit there and chop it up with y'all. Or sometimes
Yeah.
he won't even know I'm coming. I just
Pop,
pull up and sit
pop
and
on.
talk to him, his
Yeah.
dad. And it was just like being
Yeah.
home.
Yeah. It was always love. A lot of people don't really know, like, on the outside they see one thing, but on the inside, like, if he down there and, hey man, I just put on some crabs, y'all coming through, we finna eat, we gonna barbecue today, we just gonna vibe. It was always love. It was always a family vibe.
Right.
If you really knew who he was, then you know what I'm saying. You know what the vibe was over there.
So for me, I tell this story quite frequently, right? So me being younger than Murph and younger than you guys,
Yeah.
I always watch him on East Coast Riders. And fast forward to when we actually became friends,
Yeah.
you would have thought, and when he came to follow me, you would have thought Barack Obama came to follow me because, baby, I was like, okay, you can kill me now, like I can die now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Hey.
saying? And then to ultimately become friends with
Yeah.
him, that was like one of the things that I'm most proud of and I hold most dear to me, to be able to, and then him turning me on to be able to be friends with people like you and the rest of the
Yeah.
guys. I
Yeah.
really appreciate you guys and
Yeah.
him in his absence, and really miss his presence.
Yeah. Yeah. The one thing um, about him that a lot of people may or may not know, that he was like the gumbo pot where, you come there and you gonna meet 100 different individuals,
Right.
and it's gonna be like, damn, I met you back so and so, and before you know it, it's 4 or 5 years down the road, and it's like, where I met you at? Over there.
Right.
So it's like that, and we was always on that. It was always positive anyway. So
Right.
yeah.
I just, you know, very few people, in my opinion, leave a hole in the field that they were in. And
Yeah.
I really feel like he left a big hole in this field, um, for what his position was.
Yeah.
We all know he affectionately called when he went away, he went to college.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and then for him to get out, and I still don't feel like he got all the recognition or appreciation that he deserved when he did come back.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there at this point. But I just still feel like he really left a big hole um, in the game.
I mean, most definitely. I hear a lot of dudes talking, about, I don't care about what you had and what you did and this and that. Yeah. But at the end of the day, like, you got to understand that if it wasn't for what was done back in the day, you wouldn't have no desire to do that now. You know what I'm saying? So we was building cars back then, and when we first started, everybody thought it was a joke. Man, what y'all doing with them big boats and this and that and all that there?
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? The fact that you know what I'm saying, he started something, you know what I'm saying? He blowed the top off, something, doing what he done. The same way how you seen that truck come out and all that there, that was him. That was I'm going over the top. I'm gonna do this my way, big, and you know what I'm saying? And he did that. When he did that, you know what I'm saying, definitely put a big mark on the game. Even, there's people that out here that respect him 100%, and there's other people out here feel like, oh well, he didn't do nothing and it's all about me now. But at the end of the day, you got to give credit to the basically the foundation of the game and how it popped off, and the players that was in it. It wasn't just him, it was a lot of dudes, but he was definitely one of the main faces in the game in Dade County. So you got to give him credit, and unfortunately, it's a lot of politicking and all that where he really didn't get all of his flowers when he was supposed to get it. He got some, but he definitely should have got way more.
Right. People, I read a quote one day where it says, people never really give you your flowers until you are no longer here to smell them, right? And I think that's one of the instances with him. He's no longer here to smell the flowers. And it's like when somebody died, now your picture on a t-shirt, and everybody all of a sudden loved you and knew you and want to pay homage to you. But what about when you were here to actually reap the rewards or reap the benefits of something that you at least had a part in starting?
Yeah.
And that's what I tell people all the time. I never want nobody to don't love me when I'm gone. I can't feel the love when I'm gone. Like, of course, if you believe in like a higher power or somebody going to heaven, of course, that's what it is. But give me my flowers while I'm here to smell them. I don't want them when I'm gone.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I keep the torch going the best as I can. I'm gonna look out for the team, for the family, any way I can. And you can ask anybody that know me, anybody that rock with me, that
Right.
know that I'm 10 toes on that. I make sure that we all good. Anything I got to do,
Right.
it ain't. You got to have broad shoulders. This ain't it ain't for the weary.
Right.
But when you in and you realize like, hey, I got the whole list, then that's what you do. Ain't no question about it. So,
Right.
he not here, but as long as I'm breathing, as long as my dog Twan breathing, as long as Bruce, as long as you know, my son, his kids, his family, he just gonna keep it lifted up. That's why this year we had the party down there to celebrate him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let that slide by. That would have been his big 50, and I'm not just gonna let it just be another day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause that's that was my dog. That when things went crazy, you done heard him. Y'all done had what them used to be early in the morning. Y'all used to have that talk early in the morning. I used to be riding the truck listening to all that early in the morning, and he'll tell you, yeah, he said when I don't want to be bothered by nobody and this and that, I get that phone call, man. Look here, man, get up, do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? Shake it off, go out there, get some sunlight, do whatever. So yeah, you
That's
should.
funny. I was thinking of that the other day. I told him we should start a show, and I told him he was a dictator.
Yeah,
So he said we're gonna call the show
yeah.
the Dick and Tater Show.
Dick and Tater show. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. I was on the Palmetto when he said that. I said, man, you crazy. But
Man, listen, he
you
knew
know,
he knew how to. The thing is, he knew how to push my buttons. I knew how to
yeah,
push his buttons, and everybody in the live. That was just an amazing
yeah,
time. When we would go live in the morning, people would if he wouldn't go live and I get on there, people would send me DMs and send him DMs and be like, hey, what time y'all going live?
yeah.
Like that was an
So,
amazing
well,
time. Just
the show is gonna be fun.
yeah,
Yeah,
we
it's
just get
gonna
on
be fun.
there,
Yeah,
laugh and play, and it was just a good
yeah,
time.
yeah, definitely. But we just gotta we done seen how the culture done changed and everything moving how it's moving. We just got to keep it 100 and kind of keep it grounded, so we still have that kind of energy where we can laugh and still go out, go hang out, go to the pull-ups, do this and that, and just everybody get together, and just have. It's I feel like we kind of lost that because we used to have, what I'm saying, the Murph Lane. We'll sit down. When we gonna do it, man?
Right.
Let's do it Sunday, right? You know,
Did you
let's grab.
do you feel like the culture has declined a lot?
I ain't gonna say it declined. I'm gonna say it like this: the culture switched up because it was a lot of individuals that really wasn't about the culture. They was just using it for what it was, So if you do your research and you realize it's dudes that been in the game 30 years, you know what I'm saying? That been 10 toes in the game, always kept them, a vert, a coop, whatever. They've been around, right? and we'll sit back and watch the wave. You know what I'm saying? You'll see the wave come in, and oh, I'm on top now, this, that, so and so. The only thing I tell them dudes, man, keep waking up. One day,
Right.
right, you gonna be like, oh, them young boys, blah 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 blah. So it's best, you know what I'm saying? My philosophy always been, if I'm in the hood and it's a hell raiser down the block, well, I'm finna go down and dap them up. What's up? What's your name? I'm so and so. Okay, we good? Da 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 da. Whatever, right?
Right.
Because one day I'm gonna be, you know what I'm saying, XYZ. And if I got tension with that Hellraiser right now, then guess what? You know what I'm saying? Bomb. It's gonna be an issue. So in the game, you got to respect the elders cause one day you gonna be that elder, you know what I'm saying? And you gonna want the young cats that's in the game to show you that same respect, you
Right.
know. So it got to be like I said, the thing that like having the Murph lane and being on the block, it was from legits to old cats that will pull up, and it was just that energy. Like when you hear, you on secret ground. This ain't no drama down here. You finna pull up. I don't care if you got 3 hubcaps or you on Dayton's. Pull up, park, laugh, talk, feel good, vibe, do whatever the case may be. You know, that's what it's on. You know, and I feel like we lost that because ain't nobody really addressing that. Everybody just kind of took off and went their own way and like, oh, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Once that energy came in where you can't come around me because your car ain't this and that, it just split up. So it ain't that it deteriorated. It's just that if you sit around long enough, you notice it's a wave that come and a wave that leaves. And it's been going on every couple of years. It's the same thing. But like I said, there's dudes with $100,000 dunks that you'll never see but once a year,
Yeah.
right? And they ain't talking and saying nothing. They cars put up, you know, cause they did it for the code. They did it cause they love it. You got
Right.
other cats that got cars, and you ask them, "Where your car at now?" "Oh, I sold that, man. I don't want that no more. I got this and that." So you really wasn't for the culture. You was, you know what I'm saying? You was one of them that just came in just to try to catch the wave to be relevant, and then you going about your business.
But I feel like we see that a lot now because of the car game, right? Back in the days when you had an old school, right? It was because you just was in love with
Yeah,
old schools. Now more so, I would say probably 50% of the people, maybe 50 is a lot. Maybe 40% of the people are just out clout chasing because they know if you get you a nice car and somebody put it on the internet, now all of a sudden you're relevant.
yeah,
You get what I'm
yeah,
saying? Some of these
yeah,
people we never heard of till they got
yeah.
a car. You
And
know what
some
I'm
of
saying?
them people without a car, they ain't nobody. You
Right.
know,
Right.
so that's facts right there. Without that car, they feel like I need the car and I need internet presence to be relevant. You know what I'm saying? When at the end of the day, if you be you, it's cats I know. Like I said, that got cars. I pull up. We pull up on Sunday nights and vibe at Sonics, and there's dudes out there that got their toys that they might pull you out of a month. You might see it once, or you might not see it at all.
Yeah.
But ain't no pressure if it don't show up.
Right.
We know they got the car. They know who got what. So it ain't really about that. If people rock with you cause of who you are, then they gonna vibe with you, car or no car.
Right.
You know?
I got a homeboy in Jacksonville that got about 2 dunks, and he probably 500 in two
Yeah,
of them, and you never see his car.
yeah,
You never see him on the internet. You never
yeah.
see, because that ain't what he did it for.
Nah, you built it for him.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. He built it for him. You know, and that's a love. Like I got love for this, so I'm doing this because I got love for this. Like you see a dude build a 72 or 74, right? And you like, man, what you doing building that? Because I love the way the 72 look. I love the way the 74 look. I like the belt moldings. I like this and that. I'm doing it cause I love it. I'm not building this cause everybody else love this. Oh, what's popping this time? Oh man, they say it's a 75 and nothing. Oh, I need to go get me one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't real. You ain't doing it for the real love of it. You just doing it cause what's gonna get you some attention and make you relevant for the minute.
Right.
You know, most of them cars, and when they go like that, Trust me. You know me. I done built a couple cars. When it's like that, and you open the hood or go up under the car, like, man, what's all this? Oh, don't worry about all that, man. I just want to look good. Just put the rims on there and make you. All right, bro. You talking to the wrong person. You might want to go see somebody else.
Right, right, right. I don't know. I just, I feel like, not to keep going back to that time, but that was a time to be in Miami.
Yeah,
When I was hanging out with y'all, that was a time. You hear me?
yeah,
That was a
yeah,
time for me not being a Miami girl. Which of course I used to visit Miami all the time. I come down there to go to like MLK and
yeah.
stuff. But once I started locking in with y'all, that was a time. Listen, I was probably in Miami more than I was home when I lived in Jacksonville.
I'm gonna
'Cause
tell you, it's a vibe. You know what I'm saying here, cause you got it's cats down here that you know ain't new to this, and it's always a good vibe, especially when you're around them. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna always be love. It's gonna always be love. So it we did that MLK weekend, and that's epic. I don't know whoever ain't got no pictures from that MLK weekend. We had to get a bird out there and had half of Northside Police Department out there trying to control traffic and all that there. We did that. That ain't gonna never. We couldn't even pull up on the block. The next MLK and Park 3 cars now was over there. So, you know what I'm saying? We did that. We did that.
I just hope y'all really, really keep it going, because now that the restaurant is on a good track and I can start taking more time off,
Yeah.
I know that 7 trade day, even though I don't have a 7 trade, I need to make sure that I'm there.
Yeah, it's I'm hitting everybody up. I'm putting it out there. Like I said, we trying to do it where you come out, show all cars. It's a lot of dudes been building 2-3 years. We just want them to bring them cars out and show them off. All right, this ain't no $100,000 key. This ain't none of that. This just for the love of you building your car. And you gonna come out and show it off, and you got a trade. That's what it's about. Just come out and just represent that.
Right.
You know, I see Bruce say you always welcome. So there you go.
And I ain't messing with Bruce. Okay, yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming. I ain't coming because of you though, Bruce. I'm just joking. Yeah, I love y'all. Y'all are really like family, and that's one thing I can not to keep going back to it too, but one thing I can really say that Murph put me around some good people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
even I don't even know if you know this story. I feel like you know this story, but when I told Murph that I was gonna build my G body, right? He's like, "You building a G body? You ain't building a dump?" I was like, "Yes, but I gotta have some custom paint." He was like, "Okay, I want you to come down here. I'm gonna take you around at the Hot Shots. I'm
Yeah.
gonna introduce you to them, and you tell them what you want." Do you know that man mixed paint for so long with me sitting there until he got the color paint I wanted, and it was just crazy. It was
Yeah.
amazing. So
Jose. Yeah.
he put me in contact with some good
Yeah. Jose
people, and
still got your picture in there.
he do.
Yeah, he still got your picture in there.
He had me sign that picture when I came up there.
Yeah, he still got it in there.
I was
But he
like,
he
oh.
he he solid like that though. Like he gon' you know what I'm saying? He gonna sit there with you and work with you
Mm-hmm.
on what it is. So yeah, he good peoples.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
So 7 trade day. You don't want to spill the beans on the. You say you talked about you got a cash prize. Of course we know if y'all are not aware. Of course 7 trade day is on July the
Yeah.
3rd.
So
Anything else that we can
yeah.
look for?
So 7 trade day basically for me is like a movement. So 7 trade day, the third move around
Oh,
every
it's
year.
the same picture behind me now. That is the picture
Yeah,
behind.
that's it. All right. So, 7 trade day move around. So, you know, it's a movement basically. So from the beginning of that week all the way till that weekend, we celebrating. So it's hats, shirts, we representing all week long. It's a whole party. Hey, I'm not trying to step on no toes. I see y'all boys 7-1 Nummy and all them. I respect y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just repping the trades. You know, you got the 7 Deuce boys, the 7 Foes, and the 7-5. You know, but I'm just standing on the trays,
Mhm.
and I'm doing that 10 toes down. So we trying to do it. If it's on a Wednesday, we gonna celebrate it that weekend. You know, that's just the way it's gonna move. And if not, we gonna celebrate it. If it's Monday, you know, if the third come on a Monday, we gonna do it the weekend before. So whichever way, you know, but we gonna definitely is locked in. So it may
Hey
not happen
God,
on the
7 trade day is on a Thursday.
yeah, and we doing that. We doing that on that weekend. Yeah.
So
So
I
you
need to
got
be
the
coming
you got
down.
you
So
got
I
the
need to be
fourth. Yeah, you
coming down.
got the fourth. Right, and then you got the week. So you got a whole holiday weekend. It ain't no excuse. You know.
So I need
So
to be coming down on that
yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah,
Lord, I
you
gotta
know, so
get my money together.
yeah,
I gotta stay in Miami over the
yeah,
weekend.
you know, it's the 4th of July weekend, so it's gonna turn up. Yeah, so it's gonna turn up. So definitely, you know what I'm saying. I'll let y'all know. It's definitely gonna be an event. You know what I'm saying. And when the time is right, I'm gonna go ahead and put the information out, the location, all that there. But we definitely trying to make this right.
It's gonna cost me a bag for that weekend. Let me start getting my little coins together right now.
Mm.
So
Yeah, like I said, I ain't, you know, I know it's gonna be other events going on. Everybody want to, you know, do whatever they gonna do, but you know, we sticking to it. We gonna do it, and we gonna every year we gonna stick to it. Now, when it roll around to 7 trade falling on that Saturday, oh, we gonna really do it big. You know, we gonna really do it big. You know, but we started off on the Saturday, so you didn't realize it done flipped how many years now. So it's going through a whole week to come back to that Saturday.
yeah.
You know,
He
so
said
we
bring my G body. Bruce. I'm praying that that car be ready by my birthday, which is in April. So if it's ready, I definitely am gonna bring it because I gotta. There's some people down that way that want to do some work on the car. So I definitely gotta bring the
what
car
kind
down
of
there.
work you trying to do to the car?
Um, I ain't gonna tell. I'll tell you.
Okay,
It's some people that wanna touch the car and
paint, motor, what?
uh-uh. I'll tell you. I'll tell you when we get up here.
Okay, all right, okay,
Yeah. It might be, the thing that they say you ain't really. I ain't gonna say that because then that'll.
all right,
Okay, I say it. So originally I wasn't going to go frame off,
yeah,
but it's some people down there that want to make sure I'm frame off.
okay,
So they want me to bring the car down there. So we'll make it a dual purpose trip.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
So frame off, rotisserie, all that. I know. I think I heard you got a motor already, so you good. So you got the motor, transmission, you got all that, so you good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm not the person that feels like you just got to have a frame off. You know what
No.
I'm saying? If it don't call for you to have a frame off, but the person was like, KP, now you got to have a frame off. I was like, I don't. I really don't. But
It really ain't necessary, but like the climate we in right now, this culture, it ain't hard to do. First of all,
right.
it really ain't hard to do. So I mean, if you got somebody that's gonna do it, you know, that's willing to go ahead and take it off and do it, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's a lot of pieces to that puzzle. When you pull it off and you're doing a frame off, you're gonna do a media blast on your frame and powder coat your frame or paint your frame. You know what I'm saying? And once you got that off, then you got wheels that you putting on, so you're gonna notch your frame and you know, and while you doing that, you might as well reinforce the frame. And I ain't talking about you ain't got to put monkey bars everywhere. You just got to stitch that whole frame solid, box it in, you know.
Oh,
Um,
oh
and then
my
go.
God, it's like my car gonna be in Miami for a long time.
Nah, you know what's crazy? I did that back in 2011.
Really?
I did. Yeah, I started out with a MC
Mm-hmm.
SS and did a frame off. Me and my youngest son did a frame off at the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And notched the frame, stitched the whole frame, all that. And it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Once you disconnect certain things, it just pops straight off and then you just go to it. You do what
Right.
you're gonna do and put it back together. You just need to have the facilities to do it. And you know what I'm saying? It ain't. If they want to do it, they're gonna get it done for you.
Well, I've never been the type of person that felt like I just had to have a frame off. Now, if I had to have, but what I think it is thank God I have a lot of good people looking out for me. And they like, KP, when this car come out, you need to make sure that it is a contender. I said, it will be a contender, and it don't have to have the frame off. But they was like, well, we got to do the frame off. So I'm like, okay, well, we gonna do the frame off.
Okay. A contender in what bracket and what level?
I don't know, because here's the thing, with what's already done to the car, not outside of the motor and transmission that's getting ready to get put in, and then going up stitch by stitch. Yeah. I think all the shops that will have touched the car already made it a contender, okay, because they do great work. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, now, the frame off and all that stuff is just icing on top of the cake. I don't feel like to build a car that's a great contender to win car shows, or just to even just look pretty. Yeah. You have to have a frame off. See, that's the misconception for me. People feel like because whoever did frame off, you have to do a frame off. I don't feel that way.
I mean, if it's kind of like taking a shower and putting dirty drawers back on. So you want to do a frame off. You can't do your motor, your interior, your paint, your wheels, your brakes, and know that frame up under there look like hell, and you just like, well, ain't nobody gonna see it. Or the underpan of the car look like garbage, and you like, well, they ain't looking up under there, so you know what I'm saying?
We're gonna make them look pretty decent, but I just don't feel like you just got to do a frame off.
You don't have to, but it ain't gonna hurt to do it. At least you know everything about that car, so you know from the frame up everything been touched. Right. You know, like my partner Coach say, every bolt, every screw, every nut, every bolt.
Listen, I don't want to hear nothing Coach said. Because here's the thing, everybody can't, like I'm gonna say again, prayerfully and thankfully, I have a lot of good people looking out for me. So what a lot of people would probably have to pay for a lot of stuff they have to do to their car. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be in that position to have to pay that. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. But and not to mention, I never even thought about. I did think about doing frame off, but the more this person talked to me, they're like, "Hey man, you got to do a frame off, KP." And not to mention, you're a girl. So people already feel like because it's a girl car, you ain't gonna be a great contender for a whole lot of stuff. I'm like, that ain't fair.
Well, being a woman, first of all, and you building a car, they gonna check every box. So you got to come, cause y'all be the main ones, be first 48 in these cars. So most definitely, your car got to be right, and especially if they know, man, that car been getting built now for a couple of years. Well, when it come out, it better be everything better be touched on there, cause they gonna be looking.
You know what I'm saying? I ran out of money a few times.
They don't care.
So I can't.
So that's why it took that long. They don't
right,
care.
know what I'm saying? It ain't take that long because it was so much going into the bill. Yeah. It took that long because I'm single. I don't have no. So I don't want nobody to be offended by what I'm gonna say. Yeah. I don't fraud or scam or sell no dope. I hustle my ass off. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and I don't have nobody backing me financially. Yeah. So, what I always tell the people who feel like they want to make sure that the car comes out faster, when you want to send me a couple, you want to send me a couple thousand, that'll go towards what I'm trying to do. Now, if you ain't willing to help with the bill, then you'll see it when you see it.
True.
So, different people be in different positions. Like, it's women I know that done build cars, but they got a dude backing them. Yeah. So they got somebody to get them. If they can't buy their motor and transmission, they got a N-word saying, "Here, baby. Yeah. Hey, go 10,000. Hey, go 20,000. Yeah. Hey, go." You know what I'm saying? They throwing money at it. I don't have that, and I'm not whining about not having that. All I'm saying is I'm gonna build it at my pace, and it's gonna come when it comes.
Sometimes that slow motion though is better because it makes sure that you don't miss nothing. But sometimes you be rushing so fast, you overlook certain critical parts on that bill.
Right.
So that slow motion gets you to stop.
I can't hear you. I don't know what happened. I can't
Uh,
hear you now.
yeah. So you take your time and look into, what you're doing. Maybe I don't want these wheels. Maybe I don't want this like this. So it don't really hurt, you know what I'm saying, to take your time and do it.
Right.
You getting a request from somebody right now to join?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay.
So so here's the thing. So here's the thing. If 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 I had let me see how can I say this. The thing about me too is I still live a certain lifestyle, right? So I still got to be able to pay for my lifestyle. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So that car is just the afterthought. That I can't not be able to pay for my house and not be able to pay for the things that I need to pay for trying to build a car.
yeah.
See, a lot of them people don't have no bills, no real bills. They ain't got to worry about
But that car part of you though, that car part of who KP is,
it. It
you
is.
know. So that comes with the whole, you know, deal. So when you put your portfolio out there, that car and what you represent, it's a part. So realistically, that car kind of investment in your brand. So you know you still got to put some energy into it. I understand it ain't top priority, but it's still a part of your brand.
But you know what? Honestly, I done lost the passion for it a whole lot of times. If I thought I could have sold that car and got out of it what I done spent in it, I probably would have done sold it. But I'll never get back what I done
No,
already spent in it.
that's why you got to do it cause you love it. You can't do it cause you trying to please the crowd. You
Yeah,
got to do
but
do whatever you know whatever gonna please you and make you get in there. And I done dealt with plenty of cats that like, man, that's a whole lot of money, man. I said, once you finish spending that bread and you get in this car and fire it up and go down the block,
right.
well, you ain't gonna think about none of that money. You gonna be so happy and enjoy it. But it's different when you get in there and they go around the corner and cut off and you just thought about all of this and that. So take your time, build it, and when it's done and you get in that car, and go down the block, man, you don't care if nobody see you. It feels so good riding in there. You hit the gas and it move like it's supposed to. You good, you
I said,
know.
I can't wait to take my tops off and play me some Anita Baker or some Sade.
You see what I'm
Go
saying?
down,
So you
go
you
down.
already got the vision.
Right.
Yeah,
He talking about some of them still stay with their parents.
yeah. That's it. Hey, man. We ain't judging, but yeah, real talk. You pull the T tops off. Tell you already talking about. So you got the vision. You already living that dream.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? So definitely, ain't you don't jeopardize the roof over your head, but I feel you on that. You
Right.
go ahead and get that done.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, well, we still, everybody's still building. Everybody trying to get ready for 2025. It's supposed to be, you know, a real interesting year coming up
Oh
because
yeah.
now the smoke done cleared. You know,
Mm-hmm.
now you're gonna see who come out and who riding and who ain't. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a whole different energy out here.
Well,
Everything done changed. The dunk racing game done changed. The track events done changed. All that done dried up. So when you see dudes out there now, it's a whole different level of cats that's out there now.
all the PPP builders gone.
All that's done. All the 10,000 cut the line money gone. You know, yeah, all that's gone. So it's a whole different energy now. So when dudes come out now, it's either you got old money or you was smart with your money. You know what I'm saying? And do what you do.
Right.
We ain't gonna never race, man. Fly family, man. I don't own that car. The owner of that car got to make that call. He said when we gonna race two fly.
Yeah. So anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
Um, man, enjoy your cars, man. You know, build your cars cause you want to, and enjoy your cars. And look here, to hell with what the next man say, how he feel. You know, do what make you happy. You know, ain't cause one dude got nitrous, you got to have nitrous. If another dude, people ask me all the time, what kind of motor you gonna put in your vert? Nothing. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? I get in there like it is, nice little cam, AC, my music, I ride, I feel good. I don't need. I did that when I was 27. All that ripping and burning out inside. I ain't doing it now. You know what I'm saying? And if when you get around some of the people I be around, you realize a lot of that irrelevant. Like it really come down to building something that you gonna enjoy every day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cause everybody get caught up in everything and feel like they got to have this and they got man do what please you and what you know what I'm saying? What keep your pockets the way it need to be. Don't be chasing no you know what I'm saying? Cause this dude got this and this dude got that. I'm gonna tell you something was funny. It's a lot of cats out here riding around now with no motor, plain little engine in there, stain 350, right? And they rims and happier than a pig in all
Right.
day. They get
Right.
in there, crank up, drop the top, and they go ride. So
Right.
it don't really matter. But like I said, build your car for you and enjoy your car. Let's take it back to the basics. Take it back to, you know what I'm saying? Pulling up wherever. Hey man, they having something at Amelia Earhart Park. Pull up. They having something at so and so. Pull up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't got to build no race car.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't got to have frame off. And because a dude don't have a frame off, don't make him less than you know what I'm saying, less than you or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
You
why you
do
so
the
hard on me about that frame up?
cause you building a show car. At the KP car, you building a show car.
You know what? Another thing. Somebody asked you about LS or Big Block, right? Most
Mm-hmm.
of the people I asked why they went with LS, they don't even know why the hell they went with LS. They went with LS because they heard somebody say they LS is the way to go.
All right. So I seen the question. So LS or big block. You can go either way. It's all up to the builder.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you trying to build big power, right? It ain't necessary that you got to go with a big block to do that. You can go with a LS with a little power, like my dog said, a little additive,
Right.
and you can make that power, you know, and you can go the big block route. But I'm gonna repeat what I said earlier. Do what pleases you. Don't do what everybody else do. Do what pleases you. Do what gonna work for you. So you gonna don't. Oh man, they done taught me into putting this big behind motor in my car, and now I got to ride around with race gas or oh man, it's running the temperature and man, it's doing this and that. Nah, do what pleases you. Build what pleases you, and you can drive your car every day and enjoy your car. That's the key. You don't want to get into nothing where the car stay in the shop every day. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So what he said, Cam Springs, and there you go. You know what I'm saying? You a stock big block, 300 horsepower, right? 300, 400 horsepower, stock, bone stock, all right? LS 345 horsepower. Like he just said, put a cam, some springs, headers, and a tune, and wake it up and go have some fun with it. I'm not telling you to go LS. I'm just saying
Right.
that's the option. You know what I'm saying? And you could do that with a small block too.
Right.
Bruce got a little stroker that he had down for like 5, 6 years, and he can get in there and rip all day long, play his music, had the AC on, and he good. You know, and
Right.
people always asking, what, you got an LS in there? Nope. Got a conventional motor. So it's all about, you know what I'm saying, building what you know gonna work for you. Don't get caught in the matrix where you got to go get this and you got to go get that. Horsepower is horsepower.
Right.
You know, horsepower is horsepower. You just got to make sure the people that's doing it for you do the right thing.
Right. Um, most down talk LS because they work on LS. Right.
Yeah,
They just trying to get your business.
yeah.
So being that they
They'll
just trying
talk
to get
trash
your,
about it. Yeah,
huh?
cause a lot of people down talk LS cars, and it I get it. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere you go, you know what I'm saying? It's LS, LS. Well, damn, before that, everywhere you went, it was a small block 350. Everywhere you went at.
Right.
So ain't nothing changed. It's just that it done evolved from an old conventional motor to a LS.
Right.
And if it worked, it worked. And just rock with it.
Right.
But like I said again, go with what you know.
Right.
You know, whatever is comfortable for you, go with it. You know what I'm saying? It's only a hater going, oh, why you ain't put
Right.
this in there? Cause I ain't want that. This is what I want.
In my opinion, ain't nothing wrong with a conventional motor.
No. You can still build a 383, 355, you know, a 400, all that, and it's gonna still turn up. You're gonna still have fun. It's gonna still do what what you want it to do. It's just you get everybody get caught up trying to build for somebody else.
Right.
You know,
And me,
so
I can get a conventional motor going myself.
that
I can do a little something to it.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Now
yeah,
LS.
yeah. The LS, believe it or not, the LS easier than a conventional motor to work on. People
Mm-hmm.
don't realize that.
Right.
And yeah, brother, I see somebody on there talking about a LT. Yeah, the old LTs was out there too. So it's a whole different configuration of motors, man. We done played all of them. Build what you gonna build. Enjoy your car. You know what I'm saying? Live your life, and
Right.
that's it. Don't even worry about the next man. And you remember everybody was trying to go 28s on their cars and 30s on their cars,
Right.
right? And you like, what you doing that for?
Right.
Old cars, everybody on 8s and 30s. So you finna go chop up your car to put some 28s or 30s on your car? Yeah. Okay. And you see him a year later, man, I should have never put that on my car.
Right.
Car, you building for somebody else. You ain't building for you. So it is what it is.
My homeboy said he remember when y'all used to build cars for the
Yeah.
girls. So
Yeah.
y'all could,
Yeah.
But guess what? Most girls don't know shit by no frame off.
No.
She don't. Is the car pretty and it ride? She all right.
Well, right
But
now,
these
I'm
days,
gonna tell you.
now they more building them for
Well,
dudes.
I'm gonna tell you why that happened though. Because like let's say about 2015, 16, right? When
Mm-hmm.
some of them dudes, if you was getting some money, you put an LS in your car, early LS combos, right?
Right.
Chicks ain't want to ride in dudes' cars because the cars were breaking down. They had a conventional motor, cause they
Right.
want to put a cam and they want to do this. Man, they car overheating. I'm not riding that car. I ain't doing this. So then dudes got mad cause they were like, man, the car keep breaking down. The girls don't want to ride in here no more. So it switched up. So now they start building the cars and it wasn't to go catch the bras in the car no more, right? It was to go out there and show out for the other cats that my car run. So now everybody building the car, it's a race car. All right. Everybody building the car. I want 1,000 horsepower. I want 1,500 horsepower. Bro, you don't even
Right.
know what 600 horsepower feel like. What you want 1,000 horsepower for? You know what I'm saying? And it flipped on its head. Ain't no chick care about no 1,500 horsepower car. She gonna look at the car like the paint look good, the rims look good, and the interior look good. Oh, it's a nice combo, da 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 da.
Right.
But ain't nobody. You tell that chick, oh, this is a 2,000 horsepower car. I'm not riding that car with you.
And
You
she
gonna kill yourself.
and she gonna say, and it got AC. Like he said, it got AC.
Exactly.
It's gonna make it from A to B. You gonna drop the top or not? It
Exactly.
just look good, and that's what it is.
Yeah, you're right. But they don't care. They don't care about no frame off. All they care about is let the top down, turn the music on, so my friends can see me when I'm riding. Right. And
Right.
hey, let's hopefully it don't overheat and don't cut off on us, and we straight. You
Yeah.
know. So
So
yeah, that's it. But everybody now, you notice everybody now. I don't care what the car is. I want 1,000 horsepower. I want 1,500 horsepower. What for, bro? Who you racing? What you
right.
racing? You
Right.
know, you don't need 1,500 horsepower to drive every day. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And for the most part, you get them do 700 horsepower, and it spooked the life out there behind. How much this is?
Right.
Yeah, this 700. Oh yeah, this all I need right here. I don't need no more than that.
Right.
But it's just the game, man. You let them cats keep on going to sleep and waking up. One day they're gonna realize, like, damn, boy, I, this shit real, you know. So I done
Right.
seen it. I used to tell everybody all the time. I've been around long enough to see plenty of empires rise and fall. So this ain't nothing new. it's just another day, and you just got to move, the way you need to move, and just, enjoy yourself. That's why I got my little toys, and if I feel like doing this, I do this. I feel like doing that, I do that. And if I ain't doing nothing, I sit my behind down somewhere.
Right. Well, this was very informative. You really got me looking forward to 7 trade day, even though I don't have a 7 trade. You never know what can happen.
Yeah,
Tomorrow
yeah,
I might have
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Next day I might have one.
Most
Or I'm
definitely.
bring the Jeep out of the 7 trade day. So
Hey, everybody welcome to 7 trade day. This ain't we ain't trying to X nobody out. We want everybody to come out and show out. It's remember what I told you. I'm doing this for the culture. I'm doing this for the love of the game. I'm doing this so everybody come out and have a good time. You know, I just want to make sure that the trades show out
right.
and show up. But this for the culture. This we need to be able to get together, laugh, talk, look at cars. You know what I'm saying? The same way how we go to them folks' car shows and everybody hood open, everybody look and they go, "Oh man, what's that? Oh, that's a so and so and this and that." That's the vibe I'm trying to have. Come to the car show, look at the cars, right, and have a good time. That's it. You know?
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to it. It sounds like I need to be taking that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and so I mean, sound like I need to be in Miami
Yeah,
for 5 days. That's gonna be super expensive, but I know,
yeah.
I'm gonna make it.
It's a trade day week. Monday to Saturday. It's a trade day week.
Come
We
on
we
Monday.
want to
I ain't
celebrate.
gonna lie to you. I'm
Yeah,
not coming Monday.
yeah.
That's too
Now
many
I'm just
days.
saying we starting of that week. We getting ready. We getting pumped up for it. So by the time it roll around, boy, everybody better be on they, what I'm saying, they game and be ready.
So when you gonna drop the location?
Soon. Politicking right now, but soon. You
All
know how
right,
that goes.
Mr. Don,
Everybody fighting for a space.
Mr. Donovan, Mr. One-Off
Yes,
Builder.
yes,
Wait,
yes.
how you get your name?
Cause that's what I am.
A One-Off Builder.
I do things my way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I try not to go with that cookie cutter route. I do, you know what I'm saying? I always spin the other way. I ain't never like to, be like everybody else. I always like to be in my own lane. So that's where that kind of comes from.
That's
So
what's up.
yeah,
So
yeah,
thank you so much. I appreciate it. You are always you always give a lot of good information.
yeah. You
And
see, I ain't talk too much, but I was talking too much tonight.
no. You didn't talk too much.
Okay.
You always give a lot of good information. That's one thing I do love and respect about you. And that way with everybody in the camp.
Yeah,
Y'all,
yeah,
it's just if you're on here and you've never been around them as a camp or a family,
yeah.
you'll notice how when you go to 7 trade day. I ain't gonna say if, I'm gonna say when you go to 7 trade day, you'll see how it is just to hang around them, and it's like a family atmosphere.
Always.
And that's one thing that always keeps me in touch with y'all, and that keeps me making sure I always try to be around y'all as much as I can, because in this car world, it's hard to be around people and it feel like family or it
Yeah,
feel familiar or like home.
yeah.
So I love that about y'all.
All right. Appreciate it.
I got to give you your flowers while you here to smell them.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much for tapping in tonight. Yeah, and we're gonna get back. We're gonna talk about 7 trade day once you drop the
Yeah,
date. We're gonna
yeah,
have to have
yeah.
an impromptu live and talk a little bit about it. And also, one thing I do want to suggest for the people that's coming up, if y'all can work on a list of hotels
Okay.
um, that you could be able to, and you can send it to me. So like, because for some odd reason, everybody thinks I'm all you guys in the car world secretary.
Yeah.
So when they reach out to me and ask about the hotels, I have a list to get them.
All right, I got you. I'll keep you posted on everything we doing. Once we lock the location in and all that squared away and everything covered, I definitely send it off to you, and I'm gonna put it out there so everybody know where they could be at. And even I go as far as trying to find like Airbnb or whatever if they coming down or whatnot. Just so everybody got somewhere to chill for that weekend. I know they're gonna be looking anyway because it's the 4th of July weekend now, yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I do my part.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much. I'll talk to you
All right.
later at a later date when we can talk more about 7 trading.
All right. Appreciate
All right.
it.
Have
All
a
right.
good night.
You too.
All right, guys. So if y'all missed any of tonight's episode of Rising Vibes with One Off Builder as our guest, we talked a lot about 7 Trade Day coming up July 3rd, 2025. He has not dropped the location yet, but he is working on all those things. So if you missed any of tonight's episode, catch the full replay on YouTube. I'll see you guys next week, same time, same day. So next Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another episode of Rise and Vibes. Everybody have a good night.